welcome to my channel. I'm Chiara, and in today's video someone requested if I could do a video on how I go food shopping, so I'm gonna do it. And if you have any requests, leave them below and I can make the videos that you request. So first off, if you don't know, when I was 2 and 10 months I suffered a stroke resulting in right side hemiplegia, and I will link full video about my disability here and down below if you want to go watch it. And if you like these kind of videos and you want to learn more about my disability and learn more about how I do one-handed tasks, and you might want to see more of me, please consider subscribing. The subscribe button will be below. So now I'm going to show you how I go food shopping with one hand. But before I do that, I thought I would kind of tell you some things about how I go food shopping, and then I thought in the second half I could show you me food shopping and me going food shopping. So let's get into the video. So for food shopping with one hand, what I would suggest you do is, it is quite challenging. So I would say always, if you're going food shopping by yourself with one hand, always get a basket. Even if you're going in the shop for one item, always get a basket, because what I've done is I'll go in and I'll get one item and I won't get a basket, and I'll carry it, which is fine. But then I'll see something else I want, and then I can't carry that, and then there'll be something else, and then I have to go back to front and get a basket or a trolley. So I would say, if you can, always get a basket or a trolley. I think depending on how much stuff you're buying as well, be aware of that, because the more stuff you buy, obviously a basket gets heavy, and then it's really heavy to carry. So depending on how strong your one arm is, so my left arm is really strong, so I can carry quite a lot of stuff. But I would say, if not, I would just get a basket or a trolley. But always get a basket or a trolley before you go in, first thing when you go in the shop, because that's just really not, it's just really annoying. I've been there and it's like, oh, I wish I had got a basket. Anyway, okay, so another thing I would say as well is, if you struggle with reading like I do, because I really struggle with reading, if you don't know, I would say on iPhones, if you have an iPhone, you can now, this is a great feature, I think it's relatively new, you can now, if you take a picture of something and it reads it to you, so you can take a picture of it and and then you can highlight the text on the picture and it reads you the picture. It reads it to you. So if you struggle with reading, another thing I would say is have headphones, or you can just listen to it in the shop. But I think sometimes in supermarkets it can be quite loud, so I always wear headphones anyway, just because I always listen to music. But be aware of your surroundings obviously as well when you wear headphones. But yeah, if you were struggling with reading, you can always take a picture of it and read it. It reads it to you. There are apps as well you can get. I think, hold on, let me get my phone. So I do actually have an app as well that I used to use, because before Apple came out with the thing where you can take a picture and it reads it to you, I had an app and it's called See All. I'll link it below. And it reads anything to you, so that's really good. But now I tend to just use my camera phone. Before I got that app and before Apple updated their camera features, I used to stand in the shop and type what I wanted. So if my dad was like, can you get this? I would stand there and type it to make sure it was right in Google and then read it, which is a really long way to do it. So another thing I would say as well is, I personally really like to use self-checkout when I go to the supermarket, just because I find it slightly easier. Sometimes, the thing about self-checkout is sometimes it can be really confusing and sometimes it can't. Because I can't read, some self-checkouts are harder than others. I know how to use them because I've used them so many times that I can do it. But if there's some of them have more reading than pictures. And if there's a lot of reading, I find it hard. So some of them, in some supermarkets, they're really hard. Because there's when you go and, so if you buy one item of things, let's say if you buy one bread roll, I love bread. And you buy one item of it, you have to go and look it up. And in some supermarkets, they don't have pictures anymore of them. And it really confuses me, because I'm like, oh, I don't know, because I liked the visual thing of seeing what it looked like. That can be really annoying if they don't have pictures, but most of them do, so that's great. I like to use self-checkout just because I find it easier, but you can go to the till. And also I would say, if you can, maybe pay with like a debit card or pay with a card, because I think that's easier, because you just like tap it or you just type in your PIN. Because if you're paying with cash, then like if you're at a cashier, they have to give you the cash back, and sometimes they give you your cash and your items, and then it's all a bit like, that really stresses me out, because then it's like they're holding it. I've had multiple times where people have tried to give me too many things. I'm like, I can't hold it, like, or they like try and put it in my right hand, and I'm like, nope, that's not gonna happen. So I would say, if you can use self-checkout and use a debit or credit card, I would use that just because it's easier. I personally prefer to use a card because it's easier. Also because I don't have to count out the cash either, because I struggle with like maths, I'm not the best at maths. Would say like using a card is easier. So yeah, if you can use a card, use a card. So I think those are probably the main tips on like going food shopping with one hand by yourself. Just always get a basket, always. Even if you're just buying one item, or if you know you're going in for one item, just buy one item. Always get a basket or a trolley, depending on how much you're going to carry and how much you're going to buy. If you struggle with reading, use your phone to read it to you, or if you feel confident enough, just ask someone as well. Also, another thing I would say as well is always take a bag, because even if you're buying one item and let's say you have to walk home, or if you drive to a supermarket, if you don't take a bag, there's been times where I haven't taken a bag to the supermarket and I've only need one item, and because I haven't even taken like a handbag, I don't know why, and I've had like my phone, my wallet, my keys, and then I've got this item and I'm trying to like carry it home, and it's like always a struggle. So always take a bag, always get a basket, and if you can, pay on card. And also, if you struggle with reading, use your phone to help you, because technology is great. So those are my tips for going shopping with one hand. Now let me show you me shopping in a shop. Let's go. Here I am entering the supermarket. I'm just going to put my bag in the basket and then grab my basket, and I'm just going to hook the basket over my right arm for now. And then I'm just going to walk around the supermarket. I'm trying to find the item I want. So this is me walking up the supermarket holding the basket whilst it's hooked around my right arm. I found what I want. I want a pizza, so I'm going to grab a pizza. Again, the basket's still just hooked around my right arm. Then I'm grabbing another item. Again, I've just got the basket hooked around my right arm. This is me walking down the Easter egg aisle thinking, oh, I could have an Easter egg, but it's not quite Easter. This is me walking down another aisle as well. I do a little spin for you. You're welcome. There you go, guys. Also, one thing I did want to say as well, if you do have a lot of items, you can always put the basket down to grab the items. I just didn't need to because my basket wasn't very heavy. But this is me now switching to hook it over my right arm, because sometimes I like to do that because sometimes the basket can get a bit heavy. And also it's easier because I'm hands-free. Again, just grabbing another item. Then now I'm just heading to self-checkout to check out. This is me checking out, but I'm just going to grab my bag out the basket first. And then I'm just going to put my items, and I'm just going to scan my items. And I really couldn't find the barcode on this pizza. Don't know why. Really struggling. Okay, I think I found it now. Okay, I found it now. So I'm just going to scan the other items as well. And one thing my friend did mention as well to me, if you were doing a larger shop, maybe you could do an online shop if you didn't want to carry all the stuff, or if you didn't feel like you could carry it all. So yeah, just an idea. Or you can always get a trolley as well. I just didn't do a very large shop, so I got a basket. So that's what I wanted to say. So yeah, this is me scanning the items. Now I'm going to pay. And then this is me walking out, laughing with my friend. And now I want my phone back. So please, Neri, can I have my phone back? Thank you. Okay, so thank you very much for watching my video on how I go food shopping with one hand. If you did enjoy, please like and comment. And if you want to learn more about my disability and learn more about how I do one-handed tasks, and you might want to see more of me, please consider subscribing. The subscribe button will be below. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.